David Goggins, Barack Obama, Evel Knievel, Wim Hof are some of the stupidest dudes to walk the earth. Because any rational, even-keeled person would have quit before trying to run 8 marathons in 8 consecutive weekends, before trying to be the first black man elected president, before trying to jump over 13 Mack trucks on a motorcycle, before trying to climb K2 without oxygen and in shorts. If babies were smart and used rational thought, they would never walk. They're tiny and crawl everywhere. How could they possibly walk on 2 legs like all these giants around them? But babies try anyway. Why? Because they're dumb. They don't know any better. All they have is the stupid, blind ambition to walk. So they take action and put in the work to walk. And guess what? They walk. When staring down the barrel of your goals and ambitions, do what one of my favorite authors, Stephen Pressfield, says to do. Stay stupid. If you play dumb in the face of difficulty, if you act as a moron when faced with a meaningful yet challenging task, if you act stupid in the face of fear, you'll stay hyper-focused on seeing through the things you were born to do. But when you start to think rationally, when you start to smarten up, that's when you're screwed. Because then you think about the time it'll take to become a doctor, the costs involved in starting your own company, the happy hours you'll miss writing your own book, the episodes of reality TV you won't be able to discuss with friends you don't even like because you're busy working on your dreams. If I started to think rationally about creating this Deuce podcast, if I started to think, why would I spend all this time writing, researching, recording, editing, posting, and trying to promote this daily podcast that's only a couple minutes long, that no one will probably listen to from the beginning, that no one will probably listen to 1 episode at a time, that's nearly impossible to monetize because it's so short, that's nearly impossible to cultivate an audience for because the podcast landscape is more saturated than a hand towel in the middle of the Adriatic, that's taking up a lot of my time, which makes me afraid of pulling all this energy and focus from other things that could help me pay my bills in the short term. What rational person would still do that? Me, because I'm stupid. Fear makes you rationalize, which creates irrational mind blocks that keep you from seeing through the things you were born to do. That keeps you in resistance mode instead of doing mode. Now, I'm not saying you got to run 8 marathons in 8 weekends, not saying you need to climb Everest in a banana hammock. I'm saying today, be mindful of your smartness versus your stupidity. Are you using your air quotes intelligence to talk you out of your potential? Are you catching yourself being air quotes rational about the work involved? If so, go back to being stupid. Because in this context, the context of your potential, your goals, your ambitions, your purpose, the things you were born to do, rational thought leads to mediocrity. Stupidity leads to excellence. And listen, man, the world already has too much mediocrity. The world needs you to stay stupid as hell. This irrational, stupid deucer is out.